Hi, I'm Pat Rogers. I'm the director here at the Food Bank. So we're going to take a tour and show you what's going on here at the Food Bank.
Great, thanks. Let's go.
Okay. This is the end of the process right here. This is where all the food is put on the shelves. These are a couple volunteers who are stocking the shelves for us. So our charities that come here to get what they need for their food pantries or the soup kitchens, they can somewhat select like you would at a grocery store. We organize it, like here's canned vegetables, there's soups, here's your pastas, and obviously we're not like a grocery store where we have every brand and exactly the same thing, but we group, like items together so that it makes it efficient as possible for people. So, and this cooler freezer here, this product comes from a restaurant. Every night, it's one of the best restaurants in town. They vacuum pack any leftovers. So you'll see mashed potatoes or tenderloin or seafood. So it's stuff they have prepared but not served. So they vacuum pack it, put it in the freezer, label it for us, and then we pick it up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So the people coming here can get the same entrees that they're serving and then take it back and use it as part of their meal to prepare it. So that's one way a restaurant would donate to us.
Great.
Did you see our wall here with the New York Life interns came and they picked 4 things from around the world for us. And they got them stenciled and then they went to paint and add some colors. So let's continue on. So we're going to follow the food back. So where did this food come from?
And how many millions of pounds of food do you go through roughly a year at this location for 10 counties?
At this location, we'll ship out just over 6 million pounds in a year. And we work through about 300 charities, we call them agencies, that then take that and actually feed the public through a pantry or a soup kitchen or a shelter. They're all feeding people for free. So they're out in the community, in the various neighborhoods, and they know exactly who's in need, and that's their mission to do that part of the distribution.
Okay, wonderful.
These are our beverage side.
Plenty of water.
Yeah. You see the banana boxes, and there's not really bananas in those banana boxes. This is how we store product. We use it because they're easy to pick up and stack, and this is all cereal actually inside. So this is where our backup supply for stocking the shelves. So each pallet is similar items. So this is all cereal, that's all canned goods. So when we need to restock the shelves, we can just come here and grab similar like products. Now back here is our sorting area. This is where we take the food that's donated from the grocery stores and we sort it. So what we do is we first look at it to see if the dates are within the tolerable time frames. We look at whether the can is too dented and needs to be thrown away. So we throw away anything that shouldn't be distributed, and then we sort it by category. So that's how we create these boxes.
How often would you get shipments that come in?
Every day.
Every day, okay.
Yeah. So you'll see later where we have what. So this is a volunteer. He's opening up each box. He looks at it and then he puts it in a box of similar items. So all the soups are together, the cereals are together. And once the box is full, they'll put on a pallet of similar. So this is all, like if you look here, this is all canned goods go here, sports drinks, here's personal products, dry goods, cereals. So everything is organized to help us, move it through the distribution chain.
And roughly how many volunteers would you have to help process this on a monthly?
It takes us about 500 volunteers a month, and we're always looking for more. So we're very flexible here. You can show up anytime between 7:30 and 4, work as long as you want. You go through an orientation so you know what to do, and we have a supervisor that answers any questions and gives people their jobs to do and then checks to make sure everything's going the way it should. So, so that position's a pretty busy person all day long.
I can imagine.
And she used to be a volunteer herself, so that's how she got She knew what she was getting into and had a good passion for it. Now, this part of the warehouse is where we get product that's donated from food manufacturers. So you can see over here where we have pallets of food that came off the truck, and they're all the same kind of item.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go look at one for an example. Here is rice, right here. So everything that comes in, here's the donor. So they get a donor receipt that acknowledges that they donated food to us. We put a description of what the item is because we have online ordering. So people go online and they would see, oh, they have 14 cases of this rice. And if they're planning to make maybe beans and rice, they'll go, I'm going to order enough of this so I can make my meal, or if they want to distribute in their bags.
Mm-hmm.
So they might order, 2 cases of this, 3 cases of that, 4 cases of that. So it's all online, and they can select it according to their needs.
Okay.
You can just see these are our racks of the food that's all in inventory, waiting for people to select it. So we'll usually product comes in and will go out within, let's say, 20 days. Some stuff goes right away, and other stuff, is here a lot longer. You can get stuff donated that you're like, who's gonna want that? But sooner or later, somebody has a use for that. So it's always fun to kind of see, well, what do you do with that? Oh, that's what you're gonna do. So people find a way to make use, of the excess food that way.
You ever had food that you have to get rid of?
Yes. When it comes in, if there's an expiration date, it's entered in the system. Then once a week we run a list of all products that's hit its expiration date, and then we double check if somebody couldn't use it that day, and if we can't, we actually have to toss it then. So that's how we police, everything that's coming in. Because as you can see, we have a lot of different items, in the warehouse. So.
This layout and process is similar to a lot of other food banks around the country?
Yes, we're a little unique in that we get a lot of, 50% of our product comes from the grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is nationwide the average is about 7%. So we have a lot bigger sorting operation than people might have.
Okay.
Other food might be all like this, where they receive it in, in like kind of pallets and then move it out. But the truth of it's nice here because we have many sources to get our food from. From agriculture, from the food manufacturers, or right from all the grocery stores in the area. So it's really a matter of time and resources to be able to call on them, organize it, getting picked up. And really, a lot of people just don't know they can't donate. So that's one of the things we try to do is educate people.
Mm-hmm.
We just had a great story. We sent out, a little mailing where you ask people to donate, 25, 30, whatever they can. And a gentleman called up and said, so you guys need food? And we're like, well, yes. Well, I handle potatoes and onions. Could you use those? Like, great. Why Thanksgiving's coming up. Everybody's trying to get instant mashed potatoes. Well, we can just give them the potatoes themselves. And he goes, how much you need? I can bring you a truckload. We're like, whoa. How about a couple pallets? We'll get going and move them out. So he's going to be a dedicated supplier of potatoes to us all year round. And he got it because he got our card and went online and checked us out. So that was, you never know who you can contact.
Right.
There's another woman who came and she's starting up Plant-A-Row. It's through the Gardeners Association, and they get farmers to plant 1 row for the food bank. So when they harvest, they bring that row into the food bank. So there's a lot of people that have a lot of good ideas about how to donate to the food bank. So,
Great. Well, thanks for taking us on the tour.
thanks. All right.